Mother's Day is coming. Give Mama what she wants. It's Trigon time.
Focus Plumbing, always at your fingertips.
Pow! Danny Vegas time. Danny Vegas world. We are on segment 3, and we are trigoned out, man. Look at me. I got me a, what do you call this again?
That's a Breitling watch.
A Breitling watch,
I think
yes.
it's a great choice for you. It's very manly and masculine.
Ooh, that's me.
A little industrial.
Yeah, it's me.
A little utilitarian, not just glamour.
That's me.
It is you.
That's me. And check out
That's a
this.
sexy watch.
Yeah, and check out this sexy ring. Like, you talk to me like that one more time, boy. I'm gonna, you boy. Okay, well, let's do a little feed. We always, on segment 3, always do a little, what do we call it? A review.
A recap.
A recap. Very good. Segment 1, we just basically yacked about whatever we yak about on segment 1.
Las Vegas Women Magazine.
That's right,
We
Las
teased the
Vegas
show.
Women.
We
That's
talked
right.
about Vegas Valley Winery.
That's right, and of course, Trigon Diamonds. We're going to a little secret party there next week. I can't tell you because it's top secret. Shh. Yeah, because you can do events at Trigon Diamonds.
You can.
You can do events there. So very, very cool. Okay, let's talk. Now, I was scrolling through Facebook. There's girls on Facebook.
You're such a creeper.
I know. Anyway, and I saw that our Monica Lewinsky.
Monica's back.
Monica's back. And I guess, and I saw this on the internet, so of course it's true. I guess she was going to this big shindig.
From Town and Country Magazine.
That's right, which I guess Monica's still on the A-list. I don't know. But she was invited to this big shindig for Town and Country Magazine.
Yep.
And I guess somehow Bill Clinton also got invited, and he's going to go.
Slick Willie.
So the Slickster Willie. And now Monica has been de-invited.
Yes.
Like, you're out of here. We don't want you.
I guess when you get to decide what's the bigger draw, the better guest for this fundraiser, do we want Bill Clinton or do we want the former intern who was barely legal, barely of age, that he had sexual relationships with?
She was a victim.
And
What are you talking about?
And lied. That's
Okay.
what I said. She was barely legal.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, 2 years earlier, and he would be in jail, or not, because he's got that kind of juice. But yes, the decision was to de-invite Miss Lewinsky.
Right.
So Slick Willie, Big Bill, Bubba would show up and shake hands and be charming and talk with his hands.
Yeah.
And hit on.
You know what they say with
hit on
guys who
anything
talk
in
with
a
their
skirt.
hands? So anyway. Well, I think he's, I have to give old Bubba a little bit of a break. I think he's at the age now where I don't think it's
Think it just slowed down?
I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. But at the same
Really?
time, well, I don't know, but at the same time, I found it kind of interesting because, you got the Me Too movement going on right now, where, we started with the real monsters, and then any guy that made a bad pass, you got to the point where, golly, man, if you made a bad pass at a gal, she could bring it back up in your toast. And I think there was some legitimate credibility to that movement. I think some of these cats got to be outed because, like I say, every man's got an angle.
Absolutely.
But at
Shine
same
the light
time-
on the cockroaches and they will scurry.
But using your power of position for your angle is supposedly not the right thing to do. But the thing is, supposedly, but if y'all remember correctly, and all my millennial friends are like, Monica who? They probably know because of the slang stuff that goes around. But obviously, back in the day when Bill Clinton was on the hot seat for all that, the only reason why his presidency was saved because the women saved him. If you remember correctly.
Yep.
I remember.
Yep.
Just like yesterday. Boys will be boys. What are you supposed to do when some 22-year-old girl is rubbing up against you like that? What are you supposed to do?
Bending over in the Oval Office, showing her thong.
Oh my God!
Poor thing.
That Bubba, it's not his fault.
He just had that cigar and just
That's right.
dropped it, and what happened
Yeah,
happened.
and that saved him. Now, of course, 20-some years later, it's a whole different story. But
Yeah.
the whole thing for me is Monica still being the victim? In other words, instead of saying, you know, Bill, you kind of got away with it. You basically were a predator. Oh, my friend is have her phone on. That's okay. We still love you. He was, is she still being a victim? In other words, instead of not inviting the sexual predator.
You mean, is she being victimized? Because
She's
I
still
do
being
not.
victimized.
I do not think she's claiming victimhood.
No, she's not. I'm doing it for her. I'm saying, why is she not being? Why is she being de-invited instead of? And why aren't all these Me Too champions of justice? Not my friend, of course, Alexis Brown, your champion of justice at Alexis Brown Law Firm. Why?
Nice plug.
Why? Thank you. Why aren't people standing up and saying that's not right?
Why?
Where are they, ladies?
You know, slut shaming is real, and the Lewinsky affair, was much more about drawing political sides and political angles than anything else.
Right.
And to this day, folks that are at Town and Country magazine, I feel for them, because their gala, their fundraiser event, if Lewinsky and Clinton would have both shown up, it would have just been a big distracting brouhaha. It's still newsworthy.
Tickets would have been double.
But I mean, you know what? But it is what it is. You know, there's been, you know, from Monica Lewinsky to Anita Hill to the other side. There are examples time and time again where the woman who has been soiled in the opinion of those red-blooded Americans or those blue-blooded Americans or whoever, because it happens on both sides. I'm not
Right.
going to say that this is just a liberal versus conservative issue, because when it went the other way around, when Clarence Thomas
Right.
was you know, nominated, and Anita Hill got slut-shamed and blamed for his disgusting behavior too. But we devalue, still to this day, women who are perceived to be sexually promiscuous, sexually free. It's not empowering. You know, you can, as a dude, go out and, you know, bang your way through the Las Vegas Valley, and you were probably going to get a lot of like, yeah, buddy, way to go kind of thing, and tell me all about it.
Because it's hard work to do that.
Yep, and,
it's a lot of hard work to be a playa.
And other than Samantha on Sex and the City, who
Or Stormy.
who took her pride in her sexual empowerment and deciding to sleep with who she wanted to sleep with, how she wanted to sleep with, and how much she wanted to sleep with. In reality, it lowers your stock still. If you're seen as a sexually active woman, unfortunately, even if you are a young woman who, by a much older man in a powerful position, you know, gets you into a compromising position, you're the one that's going to be on the chopping block. That's what it is.
That's like the wrap it right back to where I was saying. Just like my buddy Monica. You know what? Hey, you get the thing in the mail. You're going to the big gala. Oh, I'm happy. This is so cool. I think Monica's in her 40s now. Okay, gee whiz.
She is.
And all of a sudden, excuse me, but guess what? You're not invited anymore. Still, you're the victim.
Yeah.
You're the one that's being cast off like trash because of, you know, and I guess, you know, I don't know. It's kind of amazing things, but I guess there's just some dudes out there in the world that, I don't care where we're at, they can still just get away with anything.
Yeah.
They just got that charisma. They just got that. They just got it. I don't know.
A lifelong presidential pardon. Pardon me.
Yeah. All right.
So, but you know, for those of you that are wondering about Monica Lewinsky, because she's done a lot more in her life and her time since the scandal and since she was a young woman in her early 20s
Right.
back during this time. I saw a TED Talk, actually. If you go to TED.com,
Right.
there's an incredible TED Talk for her on shame and the culture of shame and shaming. And it was just a fantastic talk. So I encourage you to go and check it out if you want to get beyond the salacious headlines and the trending topics and actually see what this woman is doing. And again, you can either contribute to the smut and the dirt, or you can look at the bright side,
Right.
find some positivity in there, and give a girl some support for doing good things with her life in her 40s.
There you go. Well, time heals all wounds. By the way, segment 4 is coming up. Brock Cohen from.
Speaking of time,
That's right.
it's almost Trigon time.
It's almost Trigon time. Hey, Surreal, I see you're saying hi 15 times. Okay, hello, how are you? I see you
Hi,
out
Surreal.
there. Okay, stay tuned for. Okay, so now that we solved the world's problems, we're going to talk about some jewelry. We're going to be looking really good with Brock Cohen of Trigon Diamonds. Right after this.